Coming up on Vegas Nation Game Day, Raiders, Chargers, it's winner take all in this Sunday night football showdown.
What an exciting time, for the last game of the season to mean so much for our city and for our organization, to think about where we've come from, to see where we're at today.
It's the biggest game of the season for the Silver and Black, and it will be played at home.
These are one of those games that will be remembered forever. Sunday night football, both teams, if you win, you're in.
Your Raiders fast takes and smart coverage coming up right now.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Game Day. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
Welcome in, everyone, to the last regular season edition of Vegas Nation Game Day. I'm your host, Cassie Soto. This is it. Sunday night football at Allegiant Stadium. The Chargers and Raiders will be in a win and get in battle. There is so much on the line here, so let's go ahead and get right to it with our opening drive brought to you by Capriotti's. There's no better time than game time to score party favorites. Order online to get Capriotti's party trays, box lunches, or large subs for the whole crew. Our good friend, Raiders beat writer Vinny Bonsignor joining us now. Vinny, it is winner take all come Sunday, and while there is a backdoor Jaguars have to beat the Colts sort of situation going on, why is it so important for the Raiders to come into this game with the mindset that there is business to take care of?
Yeah, obviously for this team, the 53 guys in that locker room and really 70 or so with the practice squad players and the staff and everyone in that building, getting to the playoffs after everything that they've been through would be, quite a reward for sticking with it and staying with it and fighting through adversity. So to be able to get to the playoffs would just really stamp this season as something pretty special.
Yeah, and going back to week 4, Vinny, obviously the Chargers came away with the win, their 28-14 win back in week 4, but how have both teams grown since then, and especially the Raiders being a different team now in week 18?
Yeah, it just is. NFL seasons are so long, and now you add that 17th game to it, which, by the way, when you put it all together, this is why the Raiders, that 17th game was the Raiders' saving grace in a lot of ways, because they don't get to the playoffs without that opportunity in that last game of the season. So it kind of is ironic how it all worked out. But yes, both teams are a little bit different. Everybody's tired at this time of year. Everybody's a little banged up at this time of year. So there's something, I think, to be taken from, that Raiders loss way back when in October. But I wouldn't put too much stock in it, because it seems like it's almost a year ago or a season ago that it actually happened. It has to be about what's going on right now. And I think that in that way, the Raiders are completely different. Think about it. They don't have their same head coach. Henry Ruggs isn't there. We'll see if Darren Waller's able to play. So they look like a completely different team. Their offensive line changed since that game. And I know that, with the Chargers, Justin Herbert is, almost a season better now and more accomplished and more experienced. So there's a lot that has changed, but this is a football game, and it's going to come down to the core principles that football games typically come down to. Who's going to be able to control the line of scrimmage? Who's going to stay away from turnovers? Who's going to play clean football? And who's going to score touchdowns when they get in the red zone?
After last week's results, this game was moved to be the Sunday night football matchup, all eyes on Allegiant Stadium in the city of Las Vegas. What do you think the atmosphere will be like when the Raiders and Chargers take the field for the regular season finale?
Frankly, I think it's going to be everything that the NFL and the Raiders and Las Vegas envisioned, when they green-lighted all this, and when the state and the team and the NFL kind of all got together and put this whole thing in place. And I can tell you this, talking to some of my old friends in Los Angeles, reporters that are coming out here, media that are coming out here, they're really psyched up about this. And they're texting me trying to figure out, should I stay at the Mandalay Bay, make the walk across the bridge? What's the whole experience like? So it's interesting to see it from an out-of-towner's point of view and the excitement that they have just to be here. And that doesn't even get into the actual game and the atmosphere, which I think is going to be off the hook. It's going to be something that I think becomes an indelible moment here in Las Vegas, a history-making moment. And, this is kind of a galvanizing game for the team, for the new market that they're trying to penetrate and reach, and a fan base that they're trying to create here locally. These are the type of moments that really go a long way toward expediting that process. And for the Raiders, the way to cap it off is to win the game, and we'll see if they're capable of doing that.
Oh, give me your 3 fast takes here, Vinny. What will be the top 3 keys to the game for the Raiders to make it to the postseason for the first time since 2016?
Winning the turnover battle, holding Austin Eckler to about 60, 70 yards. And I think Deshaun Jackson, I just feel like he's sort of built for these type of moments. I think Deshaun Jackson's going to get involved and maybe score a touchdown or 2.
For more on the Raiders' excitement for this matchup, let's go ahead and hear from the players themselves.
To see where we're at today with a chance against a really good football team. It's exciting, and hopefully it's a loud atmosphere. Las Vegas, we need you. It's going to be an exciting time, that's for sure.
These fans know what at stake. The whole city go be out. People go flying in from all over the place, and so it's gonna be a crazy atmosphere, a great playoff atmosphere, and this is what you live for right here.
Absolutely. These are one of those games that will be remembered forever. Sunday night football, both teams, if you win, you're in. So everybody's level of their play should step up tremendously on our side of the ball as well as on the offensive side of the ball, and hopefully we can get a win out of it.
Flip the Field, brought to you by Pirate Plumbing, the masters of disasters. Hey everybody, it's Heidi Fang here, and I'm joined with our Review Journal sports columnist Ed Graney, and we're going to take a look now at the Chargers side of this matchup. Ed, first of all, we have to talk about Joey Bosa. The talk has been there all along since the last time the Raiders met with them. What do you make of this matchup with him, and particularly Derek Carr?
You know what, Heidi? It's all good for what we do. It's all good for newspapers and videos and TV and sound bites. But at the end of the day, these guys are playing for a playoff spot. I'm sure they have fun talking, smack back and forth to each other. Joey Bosa started it after the 28-14 win with the Chargers over the Raiders in October. But that's where it ends, I think. I think Derek Carr understands what it's about. Joey Bosa understands what it's about. They're trying to get each other's skins. But when this thing kicks off, that's the last thing these guys should be worried about. I'm sure there'll be some trash talk in between plays. But again, they're going for a playoff berth. This is the biggest game in a lot of these guys' careers who haven't been playoff guys. So I would hope once the game kicks off, this has nothing to do with it. And if they want to talk smack, they can do it between plays. But they've got to focus in on winning the game, both of them.
And doing so would also mean containing Justin Herbert, the quarterback of the Chargers. He's had another phenomenal season, Ed. What do you make of the Raiders and how they might approach trying to contain him?
They have to contain him. He's the AFC starter in the Pro Bowl. He's had another great year. He set a single-season franchise record for touchdowns. He's at 35 right now. Here's the thing about Justin Herbert people don't realize. He's not a horrible runner. They run RPO with him. They run keepers with him. When he gets outside, he can take away if the first play is taken away, he can make the second play. Brandon Staley, the head coach, talked about this week about how creative he can be. So that front of the Raiders have to get after him, and they've done a good job. Look, the Raiders are right now in the position they are because of their defense, and a lot of it has to do with that front applying pressure. I don't know if they can beat the best Justin Herbert, so they better make him not the best Justin Herbert if they're going to have a chance here. If this is the very best Justin Herbert, it's going to be really hard to win. But if they can pressure him to a few mistakes. Look back at his game against the Patriots, the Ravens, the Vikings, all losses. He was not good at all. If you get that version of Justin Herbert, then the Raiders are going to the playoffs.
Vegas Nation Injury Brief, sponsored by Not the Injury Law.
Some big names on the injury report for the Raiders going into the season finale against the Chargers. I'm Adam Hill with your injury report. Darren Waller has not played since Thanksgiving Day. He just got back on the practice field this week. He is questionable for Sunday's win and you're in game against the Chargers at Allegiant Stadium. He's been out on the field running routes. He's been back with the team doing football activities again for the first time. Really, Rich Bisaccia said it's just going to be a matter of how his body responds. Is he too sore? Is his body kind of, taking a setback during this time? Or will he be able to go? Sounds like he's going to at least try to play on Sunday night. That would be a huge boost for the Raiders offense. Josh Jacobs, running back, hurt his ribs last week. It's a matter of pain tolerance for him, according to Rich Bisaccia. And Josh Jacobs has played through injury pretty much every game of his entire career, so expect him to be out on the field as well on Sunday. Jonathan Hankins' back issue, it's been acting up here and there for the last couple of weeks. He is also questionable. Sounds like he's going to try to give it a go as well. You would expect all these guys to try their best to be on the field. Really, no reason not to. Plenty of time to heal up in the offseason if you don't win this game. They've got to win on Sunday night, and most of their players will be there to try to make sure that happens. I'm Adam Hill with your injury report. For more coverage of the Raiders, check out Vegas Nation and the Las Vegas Review Journal.
DNR House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler, the perfect bridge between internet pricing and a traditional brick-and-mortar jewelry store. We specialize in loose diamonds, natural and lab-grown, engagement rings, fashion jewelry, custom design, and jewelry repairs. We operate by appointment in our beautiful offices in the One Summerlin building, downtown Summerlin. Our great relationships with the world's largest diamond wholesalers and our low overhead saves you hundreds, if not thousands, on your purchase.
Vegas Nation Game Day Live, the latest Raiders game day news on vegasnation.com 90 minutes before kickoff. Vegas Nation Game Day Live, sponsored by South Point Sportsbook. Download the app at southpointsports.com. Vegas Nation Fan Zone, sponsored by your Southern Nevada Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
In this week's Fan Zone segment, Vegas Nation's Kevin Cannon shows us one of the premier locations in Las Vegas where fans can watch and bet on sports.
I'm here with John Murray, director of Westgate Sportsbook. Actually, you call it Westgate Superbook. It's the biggest in the world, is that right?
It's the biggest sportsbook in the world. I think we got the best sportsbook deli in the world. The Draft Sports Bar and Grill right over your shoulder there. Yeah. We got the biggest screens in the world. We got the biggest betting menu in the world as well.
All right, and you got a lot of comfortable seats here?
Oh yeah, first come, first serve on these brown chairs here. VIP pods and booths for rent. So we just want to make sure to see the Raiders make it to the playoffs and keep this season going. We'd love to have a big crowd in here for a Raiders playoff game.
Well, this is the best place in the world to watch the game. You got the biggest screens in the world, and then you have the theater on the other side, which there's always seats for everyone.
I think this seat is more comfortable than any seat in my house.
It might be, definitely in my house.
Raiders fan, why are you watching the game here, Marty?
This is where we always watch it. Been watching it, watching all the football games here since the early 90s.
Yeah, this place has been here a long time. It's the biggest sportsbook in the world. Do you bet on the game while you watch it?
Sometimes, not today. I'm just a fan today.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much, as always, for joining us here on Vegas Nation Game Day. Please, please, please be sure to join us on Sunday for Vegas Nation Game Day Live at 3:45 p.m., about an hour and a half before the Raiders kick things off versus the Chargers. We will bring you all the fanfare leading up to this regular season finale. For our entire Vegas Nation crew, I'm Cassie Soto. We will see you on Sunday.
Vegas Nation Game Day, presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.